Hello, I am SquidofLove, welcome back. Everspace was released as an early access title on Steam earlier today, and we had already taken a look at the game almost a couple months ago at the end of July when it entered its beta phase. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the changes and in general the status of Everspace at the moment. If you have never heard about Everspace before, it is a space game with fast-paced combat and roguelike elements. The goal is very simple. You have to travel across a certain number of sectors, defeating enemies, collecting materials, harvesting resources in general in order to craft weapons, in order to craft viable items, useful items that will help you survive and of course reach your goal. If you die, your run is over and you will have to start again. But this is not a bad thing, because as we're going to see very soon, every death is a new beginning, and you gain the ability to choose new perks, new skills that will make you stronger and give you more chances to survive your next run. The best part of Everspace for me is the fast combat. It is very enjoyable, very rewarding when you are defeating your enemy, and of course how beautiful this game is. Stunning, beautiful graphics that will make the whole world around you a lot more alive and a lot more interesting. Of course you have the option to play Everspace in third-person view or in first-person view. I just prefer the third-person view. Some new features that were added to this early access version of Everspace include a new final fight. There is a new boss that you have to defeat when you reach the last sector of your journey, new rock planet, some new outlaw station types that you have to defeat in order to find viable items, materials that will help you craft interesting weapons and other equipment, new weapon mode that increases projectile velocity, and of course some spoken dialogue that will help you understand the basics of the game much better. And with this spoken dialogue they create a much better tutorial that will help you understand the game easier and faster.
It requires further training. Activating automatic assistance. Stand by.
Assistance? I suppose I could use some pointers.
The heart of the game, of course, is fighting, exploring your sectors and collect materials so you can craft items. You can find materials pretty much everywhere, and all you have to do is shoot at them in order to destroy them. You can also find interesting modules, interesting weapons in craters, in containers that you have to shoot in order to reveal what they are hiding, like the container over here. In that way you can find new weapon or materials to craft something. Something else I really like about Everspace is how easy crafting is. It is not a complex process as long as you have the materials and you can see what kind of crafting you can do. There are indications if you can upgrade your weapon, if you can create something new. For example, if we can create scanning probes like we did over here. And of course we can go and repair our ship with nanobots if we have, which are quite important for our survival, but we're gonna also need other materials, other resources if one of our modules is destroyed, is damaged. We will have to find them by simply harvesting them, find a crystal formation in order to mine crystals and then go back and repair the damaged module. This is how you repair your spaceship, this is how you survive. And if you can find the required materials, the required resources, you will have plenty of opportunities to buy them, to buy what you need from traders and service stations. If you are lucky enough, you will find some of these traders and service stations during your journey in the sectors you are visiting, and you will be able to buy the resources you need so you can craft something that you desperately going to need in order to survive, or even repair your spaceship by paying money and refuel it in the same way. With these interactions the game feels a lot more alive and the world of Everspace is a lot more interesting. There are some other factions around as well, outlaws that will hunt you down whenever they see you, aliens that will also hunt you down whenever they see you, but they will also attack each other when you are not there. It is possible to find a fight going on between aliens and outlaws, and of course the Terran corporation that is controlling the mining facilities around this territory. They are all hostile to each other, You are friendly with the corporation, but you can choose to be hostile with them. You can attack anyone you like, you can do whatever you want. In general, you have the freedom to do everything you like. You can even be a pirate if you want, attack freighters. There are no consequences at the moment in your reputation. Later, this is probably something that will be added, but for now, you can attack everyone, do whatever you feel like, and benefit from it. Whenever you jump to a new location, you have the option to choose which route you're going to take, which route you're going to follow. There are certain options for you. There are 2 or 3 different areas where you can jump in order to progress in your journey and reach the next sector. In your first runs, you don't have a lot of info of what is going on these areas, but as you play more, as you unlock better perks, you unlock more skills for you, you can choose to have more info on these areas, where is more danger, where are traders, where are interesting locations, and this can be very helpful. The deeper you go in the sectors, the further you travel, the more dangerous the enemies become. You will find elite enemies, you will find enemies that it will be very hard to take down, not only outlaws, but also aliens, and later you will encounter gunships and other bigger spaceships. Your goal is to upgrade your equipment and be ready for these encounters, be ready to survive when you meet these deadly enemies. Like I said before, when you die, your run is over and you have to start from the beginning, but that is not necessarily a bad thing, and this is because that's how you upgrade your skills. You gain new skills and you become stronger. You can see your run, stats on your run, and what kind of blueprint you have discovered, and here is where you can select new perks. Your goal should be to gather as many credits as possible, and that way you can choose new perks. By upgrading one of these, you unlock others, and this will give you bonuses. This will give you more chances to survive and reach the final sector, become in general a lot more stronger. You can even increase the number of weapons, modules and items that you are carrying. You can make your sensor stronger, tell you where you can find better equipment, and of course have more info on the map when you decide where to jump next. This was Everspace, a very enjoyable space game which is focusing on fast-paced combat and exploration, and it is now available as an early access title on Steam, but also on GOG as a game in development. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I am SquidofLove, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.